hmm Absolute zero temperature tends to be relative. Yes. Kelvin, Celsius, and Fahrenheit. Yeah. Mm. Water boils at 212 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh. hmm But it boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Yes. And 373.15 degrees Kelvin. Yes. Now, I just needed to know at what temperature does hydrogen separate from oxygen? Now, I could probably find this out for myself. I mean, it's something that science probably does know. Yes. But let's say you were steaming. What would be the use of hydrogen and what would be the use of oxygen? Let's see. 10,000 degrees. I would think that there'd be some atomic separation there. Yeah. And as much as I want to get rid of that hurricane, is there some reason that I would want to put well, if I put the oxygen back in the ocean and I release the steam and the hydrogen, yes. Is there a way to cause the steam to elevate above an altitude that it normally would? Mm. Now, I know helium is oftentimes used in balloons. Yeah. I myself have had the experience. Yes. Yes, she has. Of releasing a balloon and then watching it go up into the atmosphere and not being able to get it? Yes. Mm. How to build aliens in the lab? Pooh. Let's see here. DNA. Has anybody really looked at separating the oxygen from the hydrogen in a vacuum system that at high temperatures of steam? Yes. You could cause the steam. See, I know there's a periodic table. Okay, there's an article about the periodic table. Yes. And the lighter the element, the more that it rises in the atmosphere. Yes. But I'm just looking at hydrogen steam instead of hydrogen oxygen steam. If I have the availability, yes, of oxygenating the actual ocean itself, yeah. Are there other tables? Who picks the names and elements of new elements? The first periodic table. Yes, yes, yes. Notable gases. There's oxygen. Yeah. hmm Alkali metals, transitional metals, actinoids, superactinoids. Those look like they're interesting. Yes. H is either hydrogen or helium. Now I know if I look at this periodic table, yes, is there the availability of oxygenating the actual ocean so as to help the fish breathe? Now, helium's right here. Yes, it is. And there's hydrogen right there. Yes. Now, I know that it seems like an unnecessary. Now, this is hydrogen, nitrogen. Yes. B, I don't know what B is. Yep. Now, maybe we could look at it. If you added oxygen, I don't think the ocean needs any more hydrogen. There's two hydrogens to each oxygen. Yeah. But I think hydrogen is actually a lighter gas than oxygen. Yes. So if I hydrogen, well, I want it to freeze. See, every time that I use one of my innovations to prevent an act of God, yes, in the southern part of the United States, it causes ice to form in the upper atmosphere, preventing the global warming effect of the hurricane season. Oh, right. Yeah. So the more of these hurricanes that I dissipate, the greater amount of ice is in the upper atmosphere. Yeah. That happens to be around the equator and the southern part of the United States. So if I can get that steam because of the release of an additional amount of hydrogen, yes, to the upper atmosphere, the more times that I do this, the greater amount of ice there is, and it causes a decrease in the actual sunlight of the location where the hurricane happened. Eventually, there should be such an immense amount of ice up there, yeah, that there won't be any need for the tugboat to go. To go. Now, it sounds stupid, okay, But if you really think about preventing an act of God without having to use some sort of innovation that I myself designed, I would want to increase the amount of oxygen in the ocean while increasing the altitude of the steam that is released when dissipating any hurricane so as to decrease the need for the tugboat to have to go out every year. You gotta fucking